Hey guys, welcome to this mini guide. It's your host, Fully Processed here. I'm your host, Kyrandis, and today is going over processing in Black Desert. Black Desert's processing is very simple. It could be very small topic or very big topic. Small topic being that you just open your process window, hotkey L, and then you just choose whatever you want to process, and then highlight in your inventory what you can chop or burn or whatever. And off you go, and then you just go AFK. And that's it. That's this guy. No, I'm kidding. So anyways, the larger topic is more like going through processing as a bit of a mathematical problem. One of the things is that if you do it for a lot of the time, this takes a long time to figure out because it's just basically, it is a math problem. So to get the most out of processing, well, one, you need weight, which if you're a new player, I'm assuming you probably don't have very much. So either Pearl Shot, which can increase your weight greatly really quick, or either that pick up a Hercules armor set just to start off, so you have a higher weight limit that you can carry stuff, and also you gotta make sure you dunk everything into storage when you go process to get the most out of it. Otherwise the other one is Pearl Shop outfit, which is the processing outfit. Increases the amount that you can burn by about maybe 33 to 50%, because if you mathematically determine how much you actually need before you buy the processing outfit, then that is about the increase. It's about a 33 to 50% increase. And it also depends on what you're burning. So there are certain materials you can burn like 20,000 of it overnight. And there's other materials that you can burn like, only like 5k and then you're full even like without it. If you're going to do a lot of processing, this literally involves a ton of AFK time. It is probably one of the most AFK activities next to fishing, AFK fishing. So you'll always notice there's hordes of people standing around storage keepers and people just burning products left and right. Just even in Velia here, and you probably walk by and you'll see like 6 people just burning stuff and hitting logs or whatever on the spot, which is kind of weird because I don't understand why berserkers can't kick it like crazy. So look, there's like 4 people just burning stuff here and chopping. So everybody is always around the storage keepers just burning stuff, just AFK processing. It is a lot of money. It is quite a bit of money. It generally helps with trading or crates or whatever you wish, but the thing most about processing is you need to figure out how many you go per hour. One rule of thumb is like, so say I have 1,000 ores, it will generally 1,000 ores generally burns into about, I think it's about 25% of that goes into being shards. If you go because it goes at 5 ores per tick. Every tick is about 8 seconds. I think it was measured at 8 seconds or 10 seconds. I don't quite remember. If it's 8 seconds or whatever, it's 8 or 10 seconds. So that's the number I'm going to use. I'm just going to go with 8. If it's wrong, then it's probably 10. So if every 8 seconds you process, it could either fail or succeed. There's no penalties for failing anymore. There used to be way back, but now failing just means you're just losing time. That's about it. When you're wearing the processing clothes, the silver craftsman embroidered clothes, craft. So the silver embroidered craftsman clothes, this will help you increase your processing EXP very quick. It also gives the processing success rate a lot more. So you'll go through like materials faster in a shorter period of time. Generally it's about like an average of 20 to 25% failures. The other thing is like your success rolls is anywhere from 1 to 4 on certain products. But certain things, like after a while, when you do like huge batches of them repeatedly, you'll start getting percentages and you'll start getting a feel for what product turns into what. And some products average into like, I think it was 13% of your ore will turn into ingots at a high processing level on average. I've measured about like 12.5 to 13 to 14%. So I'm going to say it's 12 and a half or 13% of your product from ores will translate into ingots. So then you'll figure out basically that's how much it's going to be. Also, the time problem here is also if you're going at 1,000 ores, so you divide that by 5, and that's how many times it's going to process before it's done, and then you multiply that by 8, or the processing time, or 10 seconds, and then that's how long it's going to be before like it's all done. And then you account for the possible number of failures involved in between. which may be anywhere from 10 to 20%, or if you're a lower processing level, it might be more. If you're not wearing the processing clothes, it could also be more again, so increase that up to maybe even like 30-40%. And then you can get an average of what time frame you should go AFK for, and then come back and it might be almost done by the time you're done. If you're going away for periodic times of like maybe like 90 minutes or like 2 hours kind of thing, like just heading out for a drink with a friend, that's also kind of cool to just go AFK process. I will say that even I go crazy hardcore on processing at times when I have a lot of work. I literally remote control into my desktop, set my character to go, burn it. That takes about 5 minutes, and then afterwards I close my remote control and off back to work I go. So yeah, that's how it happens, guys. So you know, processing is it's a lot of AFK. You just need a stack of materials somewhere, either on your character or on your storage. If you have the processing Pearl Shop outfit, then you can burn from the storage, which is quite a bit more benefit. Like I said, it's about 33 to 50% increase. It could be also a massive increase depending on the materials. If you're looking for processing EXP, a lot of it, try filtering out water bottles, river water, seawater, or whatnot. Or you could also try burning fabric materials, so such as cotton, flax fabric, and like silkworm cocoons, or just all the things that help you make the functional clothes, which is all like the craft clothes. So like flax thread or whatever, cotton, and there was one more, I don't remember what it was called, but these things generally you can burn like tons and tons of them, and they also give a lot of EXP for some reason. I don't know why, but I mean, if you need to level your thing fast, go right ahead. I think one night I think 2 or 3 nights I emptied out my storage. I had like 50k here, and then it turned into like 24 or 30 14k. Also, if you've got like lifestone can increase your weight. If you need the weight definitely before you feel like, you know, thinking about like getting more or whatever, or you're waiting for loyalty weight, the loyalty weight also can bring you up to 700 800 weight before you need to go. If you're trying to break the 1000, then you definitely need to throw money. Otherwise, strength training, Hercules armor, or even trader clothes gives a lot of weight limit too. And then if you have a lot of money, then a lot of in-game money, Golden Sun coral belts give 100 weight, but if you get it at prior duo, that's plus 200 or 300 weight, I believe. I don't quite remember. Let's just have a quick look with you guys here. No, Golden Sun coral, Manos gold. There we go, Manos gold. So duo, yeah, 300 weight from this thing alone. So if you're able to somehow be blessed with RNGesus to make this a duo, that's 300 weight. And if you're a really, really rich, lucky person, and you make a try, that's plus 400 weight. So, you know, a base character that's new is like around like 400 to 500 weight. You wear that belt, you're like at 900 all of a sudden. It's ridiculous. And then, you know, on top of the Hercules set, Hystria crystals, 2 Cobelinus in the chest, and 2 strength crystals in the glove can yield you a hell of a lot of weight as well. I think that's about like another 300, 400. So there's those things, plus the life stone, which is like another 30, 40. And then you can either eat food that gives another 20 if you want. So you'll be higher limit for the first little while. So if you burn stuff, and then your weight starts going down as you burn more, because you're going to lose a lot more product than you gain. But you make more product that's more valuable rather than more in quantity. So there's also 2 foods that help with success rate, which is the pistachio fried rice. It increases the success chance by 3%, and it lasts for an hour and a half. So this will help you with succeeding more often. And also you might have, I think that also helps with higher procs too, and rare procs. So when you reach a higher level of processing, I think at about professional or artisan, you start making like you can start jumping ores directly from ores straight to ingots. You skip the entire shard menu. So that's where your profits start exponentializing, or they start jumping by exponential amounts. And then if you want an even higher form of food, the top tier for processing food is couscous, classic couscous. This thing will last for 2 hours, and it gives 5% bonus. That's pretty much, I think, the equivalent to 1 enhanced level on the processing craftsman clothes or whatever. So I mean, I would love to have a +3, but I'm just too lazy, and it is basically a time gated thing. So processing all the time is something you can do if you're just like, if you don't want to set up anything, just run to your storage, grab like a stock of materials, and then start burning it. Generally, it's about, you pick up about 66% of your weight, and then you can just try burning that if you've noticed that you don't overweight, because if you hit 100% weight, your character stops. That's one of the big problems. So don't hold like 99% weight, because if you burn one thing and then suddenly you hit 100 and then you walked away already, you just wasted like all your time for that. And then when you come back, you'll notice that nothing's done. You'll be like, no. So if you need materials that circulate, you can technically circulate around all your materials forever in the world, as long as your workers are gathering the stuff. So like you could process like stuff into flour or whatever for cooking, chop lumber for crates or weapons or things, burn ores for tools, materials. There's everything. You can process everything. So this is what I mean by like, your world will constantly change depending on what you're doing and what you're making. There's no one particular set way or whatever. Some people have some guides that are like top money or whatever. You can check those out. I'm not going to disregard them or dismiss them. Everybody has some pretty good information, but I'm just saying that there are a lot of options, and that you shouldn't really turn away from them. And there are certain markets that die and certain markets that go up from time to time and repeatedly. You can also sell the 3rd tier materials, like the ingots, plywoods, or whatever. People buy them. People who are at high level trading will buy them. That trading is a bit of a different topic that I'll go over soon. And that's it for processing, guys. There's not too much about that other than those things. One of the more like advanced things, I guess, is like burning accessories. So you can get some pretty rare materials enhancing from burning stuff. Some people have done experiments. They've burned an ogre ring. They've burned red nose armor. Those are out there. Just Google them. I'm not really gonna tell you which ones give what or whatnot. You find that out yourself. I personally don't know, actually. There are certain accessories that people buy at certain price limits because they give guaranteed enhancement items like shards and sharps. Those are generally blue or golden accessories that give them. They generally stay pretty stable in terms of price. You generally don't really make money from doing that except for certain event times. But at higher level trades, you actually do make money from just burning stuff down. So, that's where some of the more advanced things of just burning stuff come from. Grinding down blackstone powder or crystals can also be a lot of money. A lot of people hunt abandoned iron mine for that single reason. There's also a lot of like base crystals that people just grind down from like the Calphion region while they're searching for blue accessories. So, blackstone powder is a very hot commodity that always goes. So if you're not into crafting or anything and you have a lot of stuff that you just want to break down, blackstone powder is used for almost everything. It's used to build forts, it's used to build tools, it's used to build, it's just practically everything. So I started grinding down blackstone armors for blackstone powder because I just can't be bothered to fill my inventory with like 90 crystals and do it. Well, I could, but I go away for a long time, so I grind like 400 at a time, and people are like, why did you grind 400 armor stones, you fool? And I'm like, I'm just fucking lazy. So that's about it, guys. So I hope this helped you out, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye for now. I forgot, sorry, there's also one other thing I forgot to mention about processing is these certificates, chopping skilled, heating skilled, and whatnot. These ones are obtained through quests in the world. You do need these particular certificates in order to make ingots and things like that. It's been so long, so I don't quite remember where they are and how to get them. All I do remember vaguely is that there's a blacksmith in Heidel that gives you one of them for drying or something, and then also the one to make crystals. Crystals is very, very complicated, and that's in Keplin by a guy named Vatudan, I think. and you gotta find those certificates. Those can be found, I guess, here, and you need these in order to make some of the higher products. Otherwise, it just says like processing like has failed and doesn't work, or like your character is like a dumbass and doesn't know how to do it, because you don't have the certificates. I got those like very early on in the game, and I completely forgot. And it's very important that you go find these. Otherwise, not a lot of this will work for you. The one to make the intermediate for crystals or whatnot, like iron crystals. So you turn ingots with metal solvents into crystals, or you can turn like plywoods with plywood hardener into like sturdy plywoods, or you can every that's a 4th tier material. So your materials is like, base material like ores, timbers, and then you've got like shards and planks, which is tier 2, and then tier 3 materials is like ingots and plywoods kind of thing, and then or like flax fabrics or whatever and whatnot. But tier 4 materials is like resplendent, like pure golden crystals, platinum crystals, iron crystals, sturdy plywoods, and just supreme fancy feathers, supreme leather, flax fabrics or whatever. And those are tier 4 materials. You need knowledge for those. I think it requires skilled 10 gathering and professional 5 processing in order to unlock the quest as well. There is some kind of prerequisite to getting it. And yeah, I hope that, I forgot to add that in. So I hope that helps you out, guys. And thanks so much, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye for now.